All right, this is a quick tutorial for my favorite tech tool. My favorite tech tool out of the Google apps is actually Google Forms. I like to do several things with Google Forms as far as doing a couple of surveys with my class, also some assessments, and the easiest one to do for me with a math class is a entrance form. So today I'm going to do an entrance form. Um, I normally like to put the date on my entrance forms for my students, but it helps me out a little bit, especially when they're out of school. So this will be March 19th. Um, this is going to be an entrance ticket for order of operations. So all of this for me will go in there. And again, I like to put the date just in case they come in late or they miss school that day. And I also like to go ahead and keep my forms in my one little folder, and I do have a Google Forms math folder where I actually keep all my forms. The next thing I like to do, I also like to color coordinate. I mostly keep my forms, or especially if they're interest ticket, as either orange or red color. I don't know why I like to do that, but for some reason I like to do that. And I also like to limit to one response. And sometimes it depends on how many questions I put in the entrance ticket. Is mostly towards the exit ticket. I will actually put it on to shuffle the order, just because I have a large class of 30, just to keep it a little mixed up for them. And I'm also gonna make this a quiz. For this, I will not put it on lock. I put it on, use the lock form for when I'm using a quiz. That way the students can't come out of it without me knowing, and it makes it a little bit more safer for that. So I have my title and everything in. I also made sure I put my response in. Most of these I will always just keep the way I want to keep it in there, so everything is the way I want it. My next part for doing this, I also like to type out my questions and put them in. I like to color coordinate them sometime. So for this one, it's actually red. This will be order of operations for this one as well. I'm just going to take a screenshot of the problem. I'm going to go to question number one. Question number one, and I'm going to get that screenshot and place it right into my quiz. And the reason why I'm using the Microsoft to actually do a screenshot, because I can actually get the functions in. So this is a multiplication sign. I can also get my parentheses in it, and it also helps for me when I'm putting up division signs. So I can actually put the whole symbol in for the students to see. And this is going to go to short answer. And since it's a quiz, let's go ahead and put the answer in. And this is only going to be 3 problems, so it's going to come out to like 99 points. And I can see that I have my answer choice as 12. And for this, everything else will be incorrect because it's only order of operations. And I'm going to save this. That's question 1. And now we'll go through this normally for all 3, just to give them a nice little entrance ticket for when they come into class, to mainly go over what we covered the day before in class. And let me get this one in. Once again, it's going to short answer again. Required to make sure they actually do it, because with them being 5th graders, when they think something is very difficult, they like to try to skip it. Answer, that's going to be 56. Again, everything is marked incorrect. That's not correct. And there are times I will also put some feedback in, but because it's going to be a quick interest ticket when they come in the morning, and that would give them enough time to get these 3 questions done, plus get prepared for the day. I'm not going to really put the feedback in. We'll just cover it in math class when we go over the problems if they got it wrong. And I'll place one more in here. All right, this goes in like the others. Once again, I'm going to change it to short answer. It depends on what we like to do. A lot of times I don't like to use multiple choice because that's kind of easy. I would like to actually see what the answer came out to be. There are times also I will actually put it on paragraphs so that way they can give me the answer and plus explain how they solved the problem. So this will go to short answer, required again, and this will be 33 points. I think the answer is on this one is 16. Correct answer is 16. And all other answers incorrect. So I have everything in my little interest ticket that's going to go up for that day. Even though it's in a total of 99, and at times I have to explain to them why. I like using this, and especially on the quiz portion of it, because they can automatically get the feedback or what the answer should have been compared to what they thought or maybe what they put in. And there are times that they may come up with a creative way to put another answer in. They may want to type a sentence, my answer is 12 or something like that. And of course, the Google Forms will give you a chance to go in and give them the points for that if they actually put the correct answer in, but just type a little too much information. So what I would do with this, then I will take this, I will actually add in a collaborator. Most of the time it will be the math instructional lead teacher. It may also be the principal or the assistant principal so they can see what we're working on in class. And I will normally just get the pre-fill link out of this, but it didn't go the way I want to. Just hit send. I will shorten this up a little bit and go ahead and copy that out. Then go back to my Google Classroom. And I have a lot of Google Classrooms. So I go to my math Google Classroom. When I put this in as a classwork, and most of the time I have my interest tickets already lined up, and this has actually been kind of edited a little bit to take out some of the ones from earlier in the year. March 19th. Most of the time they would just see the version say ticket. I put my topic in as interest tickets. The due date will be on the 19th. I'm adding my link on this part. And this will be scheduled to come out in the morning about 9 o'clock will be fine because that's when they're normally walking in. And it's scheduled in my Google format. And it's a quick assignment. The students get it very quickly. They can answer it very quick. And again, the interest tickets on the form are very easy. They're paperless. They can get immediate feedback. I can get a quick grade. And I can see, did they learn the lesson the day before? If they're not. Again, this is my favorite tech tool from the Google apps, which is the Google Forms. Again, it can be used for different things as far as even interest tickets, an assessment, also to help the fifth graders make decisions in the classroom by doing surveys or polling. Thank you, and this will stop.